どっちが魔法帝になるか勝負だ
The adventure, ladies and gentlemen, finally begins for Black Clover's anime debut. Now, the anime trailer has been finally released for Black Clover for its Jump Festa promo, and I'm here to tell you about the anime trailer that we finally see, and the first time ever that we get to see any Black Clover anime related material. Now, this is from the creators that of Zebek, which I believe they're most notable for making the To Love Ru animes, and also as well, I was very kind of skeptical. I was like, okay, let's actually generally see what this trailer has to offer, and like you're immediately greeted by like the panning of like text, like in like the blue flames, and you're seeing like all the kingdom, the Clover Kingdom being destroyed by the demon of like thousands of years ago. And here was the thing, and definitely the most thing that's probably like everyone wants to talk about, and it's the CGI, including the monster that we immediately see at the start of the series, and seems like all the spells so far that you can see in the entirety of every time anyone uses a spell in this show, they seem to like have this like CGI feeling to them. Like you see every time when these chains came out, you can clearly see, you definitely notice when they don't look like that. Even when Asta's sword came out, like you notice this very kind of weird feeling to it. And I think another thing as well that people probably want to talk about is especially as well like how the character designs look themselves. They are very drastically different, apart from the one panel that you see right at the very like, end of the episode, like little trailer you see. It is Asta and Yuno's fist bumping each other right next to the skeleton, and generally that was like a bit where I was like, okay, that's like point to point exactly what it looks from the manga. Looks absolutely fantastic. But there were a few bits when I was looking in this trailer, and I think it's just because I want the best thing to Clover, like the anime, and I feel like a really good anime adaptation could give it such a high advantage. And when I was looking at this, what Studio Zebek had like in offer, I was looking at it, I was like, some of the characters looked slightly off-modeled at some points of their trailer. Now also as well, this is very early on into Manga. I believe that they'd already shown this like in a Jump Festa, and from what we found out as well from like the time, I believe this isn't even coming out for a very while. This isn't coming out till like around about 2017, like when it was adding into it. I believe it's saying around about like 2017. I think it was adding into like the maybe March time. It was adding like quite a weird way away, and I was like, okay, is that mainly the reason they're doing that, is to add more time so they can actually clean it up? I was genuinely curious about that. I was wondering, okay, what was going on? Like, apart from that, there was some really cool stuff in the trailer I genuinely liked. There was a bit where you got saw Asta, like he was swinging around, grabbing his sword. You didn't see too much from Asta on his portion. You saw a lot of him dodging, and from what the trailer was showing, it was showing a lot of stuff from Chapter 1. It was showing other bits from the other chapters, like the second arc, and it clearly shows that they're gonna skim through a lot of the material. That's clearly obvious, and I do like to point this out as well, like people thinking that if this is still the anime series, if it ever does get announced that it's going to have an actual full-on anime series, that this is going to be the studio. I like to point out as well, as I've already said many times before, like sometimes with Jump Festas, like especially with the promos or when these little OVAs come out, they are sometimes normally done by different anime studios. The one for Toriko exactly, is Jump Festa, exactly was done by, out of everyone's studio, Ufotable, who are most known for doing the Phase series and looked absolutely gorgeous, and then the final product being done by Toei Animation. So that's a very big question which everyone is thinking, which you don't see a lot of the time. I think a lot of time nowadays we see like the same studios staying on the same work, but it could change and all that. We don't know on their end anything. I think it could get a good advantage on there, but definitely I feel like maybe some people might be turned off by some of the models and the characters and all that. I will definitely say like there are some points where I was like, I don't like the look of how like Yuno was looking in that shot, or some of the characters on there. And I think there was like one, especially when we saw all the captains, it was like, Yami looks a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, there was a bit of that. And that's coming from, you know, that's someone from who generally reviews and has reviewed every single Black Clover chapter that's out at the moment. Like, I generally enjoy this series and I want it to do well. I just wanted to like also as well be not like the, oh my god, I'm a huge fan, I'm being immediately, oh my god, I can't wait, it's gonna be 10 out of 10. No, I didn't want to be with that. I wanted to be real with you guys. You guys deserve the truth. And I definitely say there were bits of it where I was like, I'm not too sure. But then again, it is a trailer at the end of the day. It isn't the full and final product. It's definitely showing what is expected to come in this Jump Festa promo, and I'm very excited for it. I'm still going to watch it regardless, and I'm looking forward to seeing the first time. And also as well, we get to hear for the first time what Yuno and Asta's voice actors sound like. And I definitely gotta say, I really like Asta's voice. I think that really suits Asta's voice perfectly, the voice actor they got for the... You know as well, I think, like, if anything, they nailed that. They completely... That was kind of how I always, like, expecting... If anyone that I was expecting to, like, voice, like, Asta, I was expecting, like, for example, before, like, this came out, I was expecting maybe a, like, Hinata Shoujo from Haikyu. I was expecting, like, that kind of high-pitched voice. At the end of the day, though, what do you guys think about this Black Clover anime? Is there something you didn't really approve of it? Did you absolutely love it? Was you head over heels? Or are you like, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it? At the end of the day, it's your guys' opinion that matters the most. So that's all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.